Hi friends! Today we are going to be making a Flower of Life square. So, this particular video tutorial is going to show you how to make a 4-round Flower of Life hexagon, and then we're going to turn that guy into a square. This is just one way to do it out of all the research I've done looking at video tutorials. Alright. So this one has 4 rounds of flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the border, and then you can keep continuing the border, or if you want, you can continue the flowers using the formula, and then use the formula for the border and make a bigger square. But I'm going to show you how to do 4. Here we go. I'm using a 5mm hook and medium worsted weight yarn. We're going to start with a slip knot on the hook, and we're going to chain 5 and slip stitch to the first chain you made. You can do a magic circle too, but I think this is more secure, so I like it. And then we're going to start with chain 10. We're going to do 6 loops of chain 10 into the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to slip stitch into the circle. And then just continue for 5 more petals. You can pause the video as you need. One more. I have 5. Okay. Now we have our first round done, first flower done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 petals. After you do your last slip stitch, you're going to slip stitch to the top of the first petal. So just go into each of the first 5 chains. Okay, now that we're at the top of the petal, we are going to chain around. So we're going to do a border round around each of the petals. We're going to chain 5. 1, 2. And then we're going to slip stitch into the top of the petal. So count up 5, slip stitch. 1, 2, chain 5 again, and slip stitch into the 5th chain, the top of the petal. And we're just going to do that around, and then slip stitch into the chain we started from. Okay, so it's just chain 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, count 5 up, and slip stitch. Okay, now I'm back at the beginning, so I'm going to slip stitch into the chain here, the starting chain. Okay, and now we have our first round. You can change rounds change colors every round, but I'm just using the 1 yarn. Okay, so now we are going to start increases. And we're going to have this next round, each of these is going to be a corner because we have 6 corners. And then the third round we'll start increasing. You'll see the pattern. So what we're going to do here is 3 petals on each of these petals. So what you're going to do is start with a chain 10 and slip stitch back into the same stitch you came out of. And we're going to do that 3 times. So chain 10. Alright, so we did chain 10, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch. That was fun to say. Now, we are going to chain 5, or single crochet 5 along the chain to get to the next petal. So we made our 3 new petals. We're going to single crochet 5 along the chain, so just around the outside of the chain. You don't have to go into the chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to slip stitch in the same slip stitch to secure it. And then we're going to make another 3 petals. Here it gets a little tricky for the first petal though, because we are going to join as we go. So for this first petal, we're going to do 3 petals, 3 chain 10 slip stitches. But this first one we're going to join to this last one. So chain 5, and then we're going to take out our hook. We're going to insert our hook into the 5th chain from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pull this guy through. Oops. Pull this guy through. And then chain your next 5 to complete the petal. This way they're joined as we go around, and we don't have to join them on the border round. They're already together. Sorry. Okay. So, this is the first one. And then each 1, 2, 3 petals. 1, 2, 3 petals. And then the next border round. So, each of these is a single petal in the middle, right? And then each of these has 3 coming off of it. So these 2 are joined here before the border round. Alright. So 1, 2, 3. And it's joined. So that's 1. Now we're going to continue with the next 2 petals. So it's just chain 10, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet 5 along the chain. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 petals, 1, 2, 3 petals, single crochet 5, and then we're going to slip stitch. I slip stitched into the same chain that we slip stitched for the border round previously. Now we're going to do the first petal, so chain 5, take your hook out, put your hook in the 5th hook from the bottom, pull this stitch through, and then chain your next 5, and slip stitch. Now chain 10, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch. Okay, now single crochet 5. And we are going to continue that around for the next 1, 2, 3 more petals. So I will meet you back after I finish this last petal to show you how to connect them and do the border round. Okay, so I made it to the end. So we did the 3 petals, single crochet 5, and I'm back where I started. So I am going to go into the same stitch that I did all the other slip stitches in. Same stitch, slip stitch again to secure these single crochets. Now we're going to go up this petal like after the first round, slip stitch 5, and then join it to the previous petal. One, two, three, and 5. Now we're going to come over here, count up 5, and just join them. Okay. Now we have our second row. And we are going to do the same border round. Chain 5, slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch, all the way around. Just make sure you get each petal and double set. And in the double set, I slip stitch into this chain that we slip stitched, that we join them in. That's where I do it. And again, I count up 5 from this side. You can count up 5 from the other side since that's where we join them when they're meeting, but it's up to you. Okay, so now that I showed you a couple chain 5 joins, I'll show you this next one where they meet again. And then I'll meet you back at the beginning and show you where I slip stitch. Alright, so I made it around. I did my last chain 5, and then I'm going to slip stitch into this first chain here. Okay, and now we're going to start our third round of petals. So this round is going to be a little different. We're going to have to pay attention to where we're at and do our petal increases accordingly. So we're starting on a join, and where every join is, we make 2 petals. Where every single petal is, we make 3 petals, and that's going to be the corner. Okay, so 2 petals on the two petal join, 3 petals on the single petal. So this round it's going to be every other. We're going to do 2 petals, 3 petals, 2 petals, 3 petals, and so on. So you always want to have 6 petals for each flower. So once we get a little further along, see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the second row is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first loop, the 2 single crochets, sections, and then the 3 loops. Okay? So it's the same thing though, chain 10, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch, single crochet 5, chain 5, join, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch, single crochet 5, chain 5, join, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch, single crochet 5, and continue around. I'll show you the first 2, and then I'll meet you back at the beginning, and then we're going to slip stitch up the chain, slip stitch up the petal, join the first petal and the last petal, and then chain around for the border again. Same thing. Okay, I did my 2 petals on my join. I'm gonna do my 5 single crochets along my chain, slip stitch into my petal, chain 5, join this bad boy. Again, I count up 5 from this side, join, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch. So now this is going to be our new corner piece. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3 petals, so we can do our 5 single crochets. And slip stitch. And again, I slip stitch into the same space. Chain 5. Join these guys. Chain 5 again. And slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. Chain 10, slip stitch, and that's the 2 petals on the join. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this one's ready, so we move on. 5 single crochets. Slip stitch, and then we continue. So this one's going to have 3 petals because it's a single. Yeah, and that's about it. I will meet you back at the beginning, and then I'll show you the start of the border and then the start of round 4. But round 4 is the same formula. Every join gets 2 petals, every single petal gets 3. Okay. Okay. So I did all of my loops, all of my petals, and I'm back around. I did my 5 single crochets. So now I'm gonna slip stitch into that stitch there where all the other stitches went, and then chain up or slip stitch up the petal. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now we're gonna go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab the other petal, pull that through. Okay. So now we're just gonna chain 5 and slip stitch, chain 5, slip stitch all the way around, and then slip stitch back into the first chain. So I'll meet you there. I'll show you the very start of round 4, and then I'll meet you back to show you how to turn the hexagon into a square. Well, not a square. Rectangle. They have the same amount of stitches, but they're not quite even. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so I did my border around. Now we have 3 complete Flower of Life rounds. And we're going to start the 4th. So the pattern is going to be the same. We're going to do 2, 2, and then here's a 3. And then we're going to start 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, and around. Okay? So it's the same exact formula. Chain 10, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch, single crochet 5, chain 5, join, chain 5, slip stitch, chain 10, slip stitch, single crochet 5. Okay? I will see you back at the beginning to turn this baby into a school 4-sided shape. Okay, so I have completed my 4th round of petals and then the border round. So I'm ready to turn this hexagon guy into a 4-sided shape. So, here we go. I will show you first on here and then we'll walk through it. I'll tell you what I'm doing as I crochet, but I will let you know what we're doing first. So we start here. So what we're gonna do is slip stitch. We join with a slip stitch, right? We're gonna slip stitch to the next chain space. So we're gonna start here. And we're gonna start with trebles. So I do a chain 3 and I don't count it as a stitch. I just do it for the height. You could do a standing treble. You can do a stacked single crochet 3 times, or you can do a chain 3 and count it as your treble, whatever you want to do. Chain 4, I don't care. Up to you. But anyway, I did chain 3 and then we're going to do 4 trebles, 4 doubles, 2 half double, 2 single, 2 single, 2 half double, 4 double, 4 treble. Then we get to the corner. This guy's fun. It is I think a double treble. It is yarn over 3 times. 3 of those, chain 3, 3, double trebles. Now on this side, we're going to do 4 sections of 6 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then another corner. And then we're going to mirror the very first section we did. So we got 4 trebles, 4 doubles, 2 half, 2 single, 2 single, 2 half, 4 double, 4 treble, then the corner. So yarn over 3 times. And then we are back to another side of 4 sections of 6 trebles each. 4 sections of 6 trebles each. And then the last spot is going to be a corner, and then we join to the first treble. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I already slip stitched to the chain space. So I'm going to do my chain 3 for my height, and then we're going to do 4 trebles. So you're going to yarn over twice for the treble. Alright. You can space them out. They kind of spread themselves out as you go, but however you want to do it. Now we're going to do 4 doubles. Okay, now we're going to do 2 halves and 2 singles. Skip to the next space. Now we're going to build the height back up. So 2 singles and 2 half doubles in this spot. Next space is your 4 doubles. Let's yarn over once for the double. Next is 4 trebles. Okay, now the corner space. So yarn over 3, and that means pull through 4 times. These can take a little bit of practice, but they're not too bad. Just watch your tension. Oops. Okay, now we're at the next side. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, 6 trebles each. I will meet you at the end of the trebles for the next corner. Okay, so I did my 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of 6 trebles. Now I'm going to do the corner. Yarn over 3. And we do 3 of these. Chain 3. And then 3 more. Now we're back at this first side we did. So we're going to do 4 treble, double, half, single, single, half, etc. I'll walk you through it. 4 stitches in each section. So trebles, doubles, And then 2 half, 2 single. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 single, 2 half. 4 double again. And then 4 more treble. Okay, and then we're going to do a corner, 4 sections of 6 trebles, and then a last corner, and then join it to the first treble you made, or chain 4, or whatever you did in that spot. Yeah, and then so I'll meet up with you there, join it, and we can talk about some things to make with this piece. Okay, so I made it all the way around. So each side has a total of 30 stitches now. Yeah. And what you can make is, this could be the back of a jacket. You could continue out if you need more width with rounds of doubles or trebles, whatever you want to use. Add sleeve holes, front panels, make a jacket. You could seam 2 of these together and then add arms, make a sweater or a shrug or whatever. You could put 4 of them together, make a poncho. Yeah. I don't know. But that is how I make my flower of life stitch and then into a square so you can make clothing items with it. So that's what I have for you. I'd love to hear what you make. Let me know. Thanks.